Alright, in this video we're going to give you a walkthrough of Canva and show you just how to use it and all the different features that Canva has that you can leverage for you. Okay, so first you'll go to canva.com and you'll want to sign up for an account. Now they have a free plan and they have a paid plan as well. I'm just going to sign up for the free paid plan right now, so I'm just going to click login with my Facebook, which will log me into the account I created. Now you can go to pricing here and look at pricing and whatnot here under the Pro plan. They have these other ones as well, but we'll just start here for now. Okay, so all your designs here, this is going to be where all your designs are saved. You can see some of them down here that I've had in the past quite a while ago. Shared with you here is if someone has a design that they've shared with you, like a teammate, or someone else where you're working on something collaborative with, you can share that with you right here, and you can work on designs together and provide comments and that sort of thing. Brand kit, I'm going to click on that. Now, if you upgrade, you can do a little bit more with it, but right now you can see I can go in and add my different logo, my brand colors. As you can see here, I just click on these plus and add like different palettes and whatnot, as well as different brand fonts for headings, subheadings, and body and whatnot. Okay, so if you upgrade though, you can see here some of the things that you can get. They have a lot more different palettes that you can create, and you can do kind of uploading your own unique fonts too. So if you don't have, like you can see this upload a font here, they'll make you pay for that. So you'll see on the free plan here different areas where you'll have to pay for different features, but I'm just showing you kind of the free stuff right now. So yeah, uploading a font, that's one of the paid ones. And then you can create a team and add people as well here. You can make a team name. And then you can organize things in folders here as well. So when you work on different designs, you can create a folder and add them to a folder. And then there's a trash bin there too. So first of all, I'm just going to click on recommended for you. And at the top here, you can see there's tons of different templates for all your different social media channels. There's other things like card designs, presentations, flyers, all that sort of stuff here as well. Under features, these are just some of the different features that Canva has here. So you can do free photos that you can use, different backgrounds, nature photos and nature related things, icons. They have a print shop that you can print things through as well. And then apps and more stuff here, like downloading it for your Mac or your Windows or all that kind of stuff. They also have a mobile app too. So those links are over there as well. And then learn, so they have lots of different courses, tutorials, and that sort of thing that you can go through as well and learn quite a bit of how to actually do graphic design, how to build your personal brand and that kind of stuff. So very cool courses there that you can kind of leverage and watch and learn more. So first of all here, I want to show you again the search bar up here, so I can search and say whatever I want. You can see I've searched checklist, iPad, and mockups. You can search for specific things that you're looking for, or you can do just like a generic like Instagram post or whatever, and you can see there the suggested search results they give you. And basically these will align most of the time with these different designs that they have here. So if I'm wanting to do, like, let's just say an Instagram post, you can see here it's right here. But then if you don't see that and you want to just do your own, you can click on that. And most of these will be formatted the right size as well. So you can see it's 1080 by 1080, that square post that's going to be perfect for Instagram. So I will click on that. And then here you can see tons of different designs. This is where Canva is really easy and makes it really quick to create new posts for your business. So you can see here, I can scroll down and I can see all these different designs. Now, if I want something more specific, you can kind of search that as well. So I could say probably Instagram post e-commerce, for example, and search that, and then you can see a lot of e-commerce related things. So this is really cool to leverage. And then I can click on whatever I might want. So let's do this one here. It's a little bit more hip and trendy. I did see it had a paid logo, so you'll see here it has, it looks like this image might be the paid part. So you can see that it has this little kind of square design on it. So you can see here if I remove the watermark, I would have to pay for that specific image to use. But you can replace it with a different image. So I can go to photos here, or I can search. I'm going to go to photos here, and then I can basically click on a new photo to add it to that image. So I will just look at just a photo. I'm just going to say smiling lady, So then you can see here, these are the pro version images. So these are the ones that you would have to pay for, but there's also free ones that you'll typically see too. If you kind of scroll down, you can kind of see some free ones. I'm trying to find some here, see what they have. They've definitely made this a lot more limited now on the free plan, but there still are free images that you can use as well on the free plan. I'm not seeing too many. Maybe if I type free help, doesn't look like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look here through this. It looks like the search is quite a bit more limited there. We typically use the free plan. If you're going to be posting quite a bit, I definitely recommend getting the free plan. So I'm just going to pick on a image here. We'll just use this one. And basically what I can do is if I click here, I believe I can drag this, yep, and replace it right there. So you see how easy that was to just drag and drop. And now basically I got that image that was paid and replaced it with this one here. Now I can kind of see a watermark there as well, so that's another one where I might want to replace it. This one too might want to replace. Looks like the font here is fine though. So that might be something too where I can go to elements here and you can search for different elements as well. So I can look and I can say like star, for example. Again, you'll see some paid ones like here, you'll see the little paid, but then you can see some free ones as well. So I'm going to click on the free one here and you'll see it populate right here. And what I'm going to do is just replace this paid one just so I can keep my free plan going here and replace that with kind of this design here. Same thing with this one. I'll click on flower here and see if we can just add a little flower kind of like this one here. So I'll click on that. And it's very easy. It's very drag and drop. So you can see I click on this. I can then click the delete key, which is what I've been doing, or I can click up here, this delete button as well. And we'll move that down and I can resize it with these little sliders here. We have our nice little image. And maybe this is like too bright or something. So one of the things you can do is you can see here, this transparency button. I can then make it faded a little bit more. So maybe it won't grab quite as much attention on the image. Maybe I want this to pop a little bit more. So a lot of different tools here. I'm going fairly quickly, but don't worry, you can always rewatch this video. So the other things over here on the side, so uploads here, this is where you can upload your own images, your logos, all that sort of thing. Templates, this is going to kind of bring you back to where I was looking at templates. And then you can always search for different things as well there for templates and type in kind of your niche, your business, what you're looking for specifically. Okay, photos, those are the searchable photos that you can use. Elements here are the different kind of graphic design elements. So if I click out of here, you'll see there's all these different ones. There's frames in here too for images, and there's shapes as well, which is nice. So you can have a different shape or something. Like if I want to have a shape, for example, behind this image, maybe I will click here. So this is the color button, and I'll click on maybe gold. And then let's say you obviously don't want it right in front of the image that you're using there. So I'll click on this position button, and I'll click backward, and you'll see it slowly start moving back behind everything. Now that's obviously not the best color choice because I have gold stars that are the exact same color. So I'll click here again and I'll change it to maybe something like this. And you can see there I added that little graphic. If you click on these, it'll size it proportionately up. But if I just want to move the top, because I'm seeing here that the bottom here is this certain space and the top doesn't look quite the same, you can then do that there by clicking and dragging that. So you can see there what I did. Also, you can group select everything. So if I hover over, you can see all of these are selected. And I can basically group these together with here. And then I can similarly resize this if I want to. I'm just going to do Control-Z to size it back to where it was. I might move it down just slightly because I made that shape a little bit bigger there as well. And then we'll go to text now. So if I click on text, well, first, with elements too, you can click on see all. And for example, here, this lines, I can click see all, and you can see tons of more lines and designs there to choose from. If I click here, it'll kind of bring me back. And then frames, similarly, I can click see all. And then stickers are things that are animated. So these are kind of cool. So if I click on this one, for example, this one's pretty cool. It's a free one. So I'll go ahead and drag that onto here, throw that on here just to make it look a little bit cooler. I'm going to click position and bring that kind of behind the text there. And maybe I want that kind of sticking in front of this shape here. So I'm going to click on text here, position, and bring that forward. So now it's kind of got that cool 3D look to what I just did there. So Another thing, this is getting kind of a crazy design here, but another thing that I would say when you're doing a lot of these designs is keep it really simple. They've already done a lot of the hard work with making it look really good. So most of the time what I recommend is just switching out the images but keeping kind of the same design format. Because if I go in here and let's say like changing it is totally fine. So changing the font, let's change it to like Alice, for example, here. So I can do that and you can see it still looks fine. But if I get into like resizing and whatnot and doing like this sort of thing, it might just throw off the design a bit more. So I definitely recommend kind of keeping what they have already because they're just already kind of optimizing for you, especially if you're not a graphic designer. Canva makes it really easy to just do that and have that same kind of design and look. So I'm going to click back again there just to revert back to my steps that I was at there. All right, so text, these are going to be a bunch of different text designs. You can see there's some really cool neon ones here. Again, you can scroll, you can select headings, subheadings, body text, all that sort of things. And then you can edit these as well. So what I will show you here is on the actual design here, I can click on this here and this will duplicate it. Or I can click here and this will just add a page. Similarly, this button right here does the same thing. So if I click on add page, you'll see it just adds a page, typically with the same background color that you have. Or if I click on duplicate like here, I can duplicate that same design. So if you want to make different versions of things, you can definitely do that. So I'll basically do that there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this text and I'm going to throw in kind of one of these new text designs instead. So I'm definitely going to throw off how this looks, but you'll see kind of what I do here. So I'm going to grab, let's just do this one here. You'll see it'll instantly put it over the image. I might want to resize it. I am not a graphic designer, that's why I say I would definitely recommend sticking to kind of how they leave these designs. I wouldn't go too crazy because it will, like I said, throw off kind of how the overall look of it is. But you can do it if you're really good and you know what you're doing, unlike me here. But you can see here, I can click on this, I can select it here, I can rename it. I think the other one said like online now or something. So this, I'll write, if it lets me here, I just wrote now. And then it looks like this is a grouped text. So if I undo, try to click on this higher one, there we go. Just going to rewrite what it said before, online now. And I might size that up a bit more here. Looks a little crazy to me with that look. But then too, I can click on these and I can change the color again to like a yellow, for example, if I wanted to. So I'm doing that there. And it kind of has that look that it had before. Again, it looks a little crazy. Gonna grab this group here, drag it up a little bit. So you can see just how easy it is to quickly kind of go in and design things. So yeah, this is the text side of things. There's all sorts of different ones here that have like groupings like this one here. You can see the two different groups of text that are together, but then there's also just the plain text designs that you can add to. So if I click on this one, add subheading, for example, then I can write my text here, right? And then I can do different designs as well with this. So I can click on, to bold it. I can change the color real quick. And then you can do all these other things where you can change the font. You can animate. You can add these different effects and whatnot too. So I'm going to close that out. I will show you really quickly what animating looks like. Animating is kind of a cool thing to do. You can see this is already animated, but maybe I want to animate something like this text. So I will click on it here and then I will click on animate. And then you can kind of hover over and see what these look like. So maybe I want this one to pan in from the left, and maybe I want this one to pan in also from the left side. So I will click on those, and then you'll see that they'll animate. So if I click on the play here, it'll typically play everything that you have. So let's go ahead and just do that, and we'll see here. This is the first one. And you can change the time on these as well, which I'll show you. And then you'll see here it'll switch to the second one, and you can see that animation, kind of what that looks like there. So for the specific one, if you're doing kind of a compilation of different images that slide into the next, this is where Canva can get really cool. You can make different image ads and things like that as well. You'll just go over here, and this will be the total timing of this specific page that you have. So if I bring that down quite a bit, you'll see down here, it'll shrink down a bit. So if I click done, it'll shrink that down to 2. I'm just gonna delete this one here just to show you. And then I'll click this one and maybe I'll shrink that down to 4 seconds as well. I'll click done. Now you can see it's 6 seconds. So you'll see it's a lot faster pace now. Goes from one right to the next. So that's how you can start to kind of design little videos or whatnot. If you have little announcements, those are really cool and what you can do there as well. Now, looking at those different layouts and things, you can also zoom in here. So if you want to zoom in and get extra close to your design, you can do that. You can do more of a grid view here. I don't use this too much, but it's definitely an option if that's something that you want to use. And then you can just present on the full screen. So if you're showing this, some people do things like slideshows and presentations and that sort of thing, and that's definitely something you can do in Canva as well. And you can do kind of this presentation mode here. All right, so now we're going to go over to this side and click on audio here. Again, over here is where you can kind of see all the different elements that you can add to your different image or video or presentation or whatever you're creating. So I'm going to click on audio here. And you'll see there's some free ones again, and then you'll see the premium version as well. So I'm going to click on, let's just say this one. And basically, you can click on this and here. You might not hear in this in this video. Basically, if you click on it, you can hear kind of the different music sounds that you might want to add. And you can find kind of the right one. So maybe I'll add this nostalgic piano to this. And what this will do is this will add it for the entire length. You can see here it's about 6 seconds or so, which is about the length of this video. So then when I click on play here, it'll play everything with that audio now that I've added as well. Okay, so I get that in there, got that added. If I click play, I'll be able to hear that piano playing in the background as well. Now, if you don't want that, you can just click on it. You can edit it. So if you want it in a different place or you didn't like where it was at, you can do like that, for example, and change where it's at. You can see in the waveform here, where it's the biggest is going to be the loudest of the music. And then when it gets kind of smaller, like in this area, you'll see that'll be a quieter area, just so you know. So I'm going to click on this here and just delete that audio. I don't want that on here. And then I'm going to go to videos next here. So again, on the left side, you can click on videos. And then you can search for different categories up at the top here. Or you can look at these different ones, or you can search again. So maybe I will search something like flower, just to go with all of this theme. And I can find a free one. Here's a free one here. It's an interesting flower shaking there. There's another one here. So you can kind of see what you might find. Maybe I'll use this one, for example. So you'll just click on that, and you can see it just added it here to this. If I click on here, I can then trim this up a little bit more. So maybe I want it shrinked and looped or something. So I might do that. So I'm going to trim it. I'm going to click done. And you'll see that's going there. And maybe I want this like behind everything. So I'm going to stretch it. It's a little big looking, but I'll stretch it there, and you'll see it put it as the background. So if I delete like this, for example, oh, it looked like it added that on the frame there. So sometimes that can happen. You can see what I did is it looked like I was trying to stretch it over the background, but it looked like it put it right into that frame. So you have to be careful doing things like that. So I'll see if I can do it again. It might not want me to do it. There we go. So that's kind of stretched now to the background, and I'm just going to position it all the way to the back, and then you can see it's still there. And then I can have kind of this moving backdrop. This, again, is starting to look a little crazy, so I probably wouldn't keep this. But you can kind of see the example there. So then if I play this, you'll see the image is moving in the back too, or the video, I mean. So I'm going to probably delete that. But you can see there you can add different videos or whatnot, or what you could do, kind of what I did on accident there, is you can add that just to that middle part, and then you can see that added there and moving. Once you go to preview it here, you can see that adding in there and then moving as a video. So a lot of cool options there you can use. I'm going to Control Z just to undo it. But you can see how you can use videos in different ways. And you can also upload like images and videos and things too to add to these as well. So that's videos. One of the things I didn't show too much yet, there are a bunch of options up here for adjusting things as well. So if I click on filter, first I'm going to ungroup, and I'm just going to click on the image here. So now I can click on filter, and you can see here I can hover over these. And if I click on them, you'll see kind of what it looks like. So you can see that one there, makes it brighter. You can change the intensity here. So there's a lot of things that you can do to change kind of how your image looks as well in here, which makes it really cool. So you can see there, I clicked on that one. Maybe I want to keep that, so I'll just click out of it. And then, so filters are kind of they change the whole image or the whole video. If I click on adjust here, these are more of the smaller parts of that image. So if I want to like reduce the brightness, I can do that here. One of the things that I like to do when I'm making different images, if I want them to pop a little bit more, is I might reduce the brightness here, and that'll make the image just get a little bit more clarity to it. So it'll make it pop a little bit more. Maybe I want to increase the contrast or something. You don't want to go too crazy with it. I'll probably bring it back down. But you can see here all these little things that you can do to kind of edit your image as well, to make little changes there too. So there's that. There's the crop tool, so then I can crop the image. I can make it smaller or chop off certain things that I might not want to have in the image. And then there's flip as well. So if you want to flip it horizontally, maybe there's a design thing, it looks interesting or whatever, or you want someone to look a certain way, you can definitely do that by flipping things, as well as vertically as well. Now we're getting too artsy here. Okay, and then again, you can have that option to fade and add all these different animations as well. So you can click on those if you want to do that too. And then there's page animations too, and these will take over basically everything and move everything. So that's kind of cool as well. So if you want all of this to move in a certain way like that there, you can see everything slowly fade in. You can do that. So maybe I'll click on that, and you'll see if I click play, it'll all fade in nice and slow for me there. Okay, so now we have quite a bit going on here. If I click on background here on the left, you can see we can make changes to the actual background of the whole image. So let's click on maybe this one. Maybe it'll look close to what we're doing. Looks like, yeah, it kind of clashes a little bit, but you can see there, I can click on these different backgrounds. Again, you can adjust these things as well. If you ever see these grids, you'll know that's a paid version of the plan, so you want to either upgrade or click on a different one that might be free, and you'll see the free ones will be marked free. So there we go, that kind of matches what I've already done, so that's kind of a cool one. So maybe we click on that. If we want to edit that more, we still can, which is kind of cool as well, and you can add all these different filters and adjustments to that background as well. So there's a lot of different options you can see there. Changed it a little bit there. Okay, and then folders here, we kind of talked about this already, but this is more of a pro feature, but I can basically create folders. You'll see it'll want me to sign up for that pro level plan. But then you can create folders, so if you have different clients or different holidays or whatever, however you want to organize your things, maybe you want to do images in one folder and videos in another folder, you can do that as well, or maybe you make different content for different platforms, you can do it by platform, and you can have all those different things as well. Now, resizing is also a cool thing that you can do in Canva. That's another paid feature that you can see right here. So if I wanted to change this into a story like this example here, or like a Twitter post, you can click on those and resize on the paid version as well. But I just kind of wanted to show you the free plan, just in case you're on the free version. You can still see there's a lot you can do on it, which is really nice as well. Now, some of the last things here, over here, you can see, again, it's just another kind of navigation area where you can do things like downloading. You can schedule these actually on a paid plan as well. You can get a link to share it. You can present it, all those sorts of things here. You'll see the print shop there as well. And one of the things I'll do is I'll click download here, and then you'll see there's different options for downloading. So if I click MP4 video here, this will do the video of all of the pages, but you can click on a specific page. So if I just want to do that first one, I can click on that, click done, and then download, and then I'll get that first one, which is really nice. Or you can do different versions. So if you want a image, I can do like a PNG image. You can do a PDF, all sorts of things, which makes it really nice as well. You can do a GIF, which is really cool. And then likewise, on the paid version, again, if you pay a little bit more, you can do like a transparent background if you're doing work in here, which makes that really nice. You can compress the file to get lower quality, but kind of a smaller size file, which is nice as well. And Canva does have a background remover tool as well, which we'll see if we can use it. I'm not sure if it's going to let us, but we'll see here. That is a pro version thing, so we will see if it'll let us. If I go to effects, yeah, you can see that right here, background remover. So this is a really cool one too, because let's say I have a product that I took photos of. I can go in here and maybe, let's say I want to remove kind of all this stuff and just get the product. I can then click on this button and it'll extract that from kind of the background and everything that's going on. So that's really cool. Another great reason to upgrade if you're not on the upgraded plan of Canva. But there's, yeah, tons of different features that you can use that we leverage a lot, and that's one of the main ones that we love to use. Okay, so again, I can click download here. I'll click download and that'll give me all of them, or I can just do, let's just do a PNG, and then I can click on if I want to do all the pages, which is the default, or I can just say page 1. So for this one, I'm just going to do page 1. I'm going to click download. Now this is warning me here that I do have a lot of those kind of animations, so it's saying you're not going to get those animations. So that's one of the things to know. These different file types, some of these are just images. They'll tell you right here though, or you can do videos. So I'm going to actually change to the video here. I will click download, and then you'll see it'll download it. One of the things I didn't really touch on though is you can also name things, and you'll name that file, whatever that download is, it'll be named this here. So you might want to update this to be whatever that is. So this is maybe a video online now, flower girl, I don't know, whatever your design is, you'll add that in there. So that should be downloading for me here. Yeah, it looks like that's still going there. You can see kind of the queue there. I'm going to cancel that other one. And then you can see it downloaded right here. So I'm going to click on it. And now you can see that post that we created right here. And that's basically a big overview of Canva and the different features. We kind of made a crazy new age looking video there, but you can kind of see what you can do. Again, I can go, if I want to change this kind of dramatically, update it to something else, I can do that. But what you do, when you do that, you'll see if I click on this, it'll basically override everything. So you want to be careful there. You can always do Control Z to undo things as well. So that makes it really nice. So if I want to work on another design, I may add a page and then click on that design. You'll see there, it's got that added there. Okay. So that's a big overview of Canva. To summarize it in as short of terms as I can here, the left side here is the templates. That's going to be the different templates, the different designs that you can search. Now again, you can customize pretty much everything and make your own templates as well. If we go back to the home here, you'll see at the bottom it's now added that design. I can click on the different formats that it has right here. You can scroll to the sides or whatnot as well. So let's click on Instagram story, for example, real quick. So you'll see it then formats it to that design. Uploads, this is where you can upload different images and videos or whatnot. Photos here is where you can search for photos. Elements are those smaller elements that you might want to add to your image or video. These are little graphic design things, sketches, frames for photos, lines, shapes, all that sort of stuff. Text, that's where you'll just do all your text work. You can find all those different designs here by scrolling down, as well as you can search. You can do your different headings and things here and then customize those. Audio, if you want to add specific music. Videos here, you can add videos for backgrounds or in little frames that you might have. And then you have your backgrounds there where you can add different backgrounds. All right, so that is a big overview of Canva. I hope this video helped out. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.